Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime, and I'm really excited to be bringing you this guy brand new. I've been waiting since last month to do this review. Actually, it's a funny story because I actually purchased this figure last month, and it just came in the mail today at the time of this recording. It was the day before my surgery. Actually, one of the Transformer collector clubs that I'm on Facebook with sent out a mass message saying that this guy was on Amazon for $25, and of course I immediately jumped on there. And when I went there, it was sold out. It turns out they'd sold out in like 15 minutes. So, oh well, no big deal. I'll wait till it comes out in stores. The next morning, I was on my way to my surgery, and I figured, what the heck? Let me check one more time just in case. Who knows? Maybe they were stocked, whatever. Sure enough, there it was, $25, Leader Class Optimus Prime, right there on Amazon, and I bought it right away. And I was really excited, and I was hoping that maybe I would be getting it in during the time of my recovery, and it was not the case. When we did get the shipping notification, we did get the notification saying that estimated time of arrival would be on the 14th of May. So, oh well, what are you going to do? You just wait till they come out, just like everybody else. So, and then last night I saw these guys in the stores. I saw him, and I saw Leader Class Prime right here, and I saw Leader Class Grimlock in the stores last night, and I figured, I can't believe it. I bought this thing last month, and I'm still waiting for it to come in the mail. Well, what the heck? Let me pick up Grimlock, and I went and grabbed it, and I scanned it, and it turns out that the Leader price figures are currently going for $45. So I was actually pretty happy. I was happy to wait another day or two to get mine in the mail, just knowing that I paid $25 for this guy, and I'm really excited with it. I'm really happy with it so far. I really like what I've got here. I really like what this guy does. It does some really interesting stuff. So let's get right to it. Released in May of 2014, this guy is brand new for the new movie line, and is currently retailing for about $45. Here in truck mode, he's approximately 10 inches long, and about 4.5 inches at the top of the smokestacks here. Now, this guy here, he rolls smooth, but he doesn't roll nice. It seems like he doesn't, I'm giving him a good push, and he's stopping. He's not very freewheeling, but he does roll smooth. He's got rubber tires, so that's nice. And I actually took the wheels on this guy were actually that bland unpainted silver that we all became familiar with during the third movie line. And I just took a silver Sharpie, and it was actually probably one of the easiest wheel paints I've ever done, because, like I said, the rubber wheels, they pop right off just like that. And I just took a Sharpie to that silver Sharpie, and just put these right back on. There you go, silver wheels. So that's nice. It looks a little better. It's not terribly noticeable. I don't know if it's coming through on camera or not, but it does look a little better than it did before. Now, he does come with a couple of weapons. He comes with the sword that we've all become familiar with this Prime having. And it's got a really nice paint job on this one. It's all yellow. It's a transparent yellow, and then it's got some nice details on the handle there. And then he's also got his shield, which is very similar to the shield that he came with in the first edition Prime, except this one's a little smaller. It's not see-through. This is a solid plastic. And this time around, it looks like he's got some cannons at the end of that shield there. So he can use this, maybe he can use this as a shield and as a weapon as well. And as far as storage goes, they did put a sheath on the bottom of the truck here. So at least as far as the sword goes, you can mount the sword on the bottom of the truck, and there you go, and it goes away. It's hidden. So I like that. I like it when they put the weapons away properly. As far as the shield goes, you can put it on the fifth wheel right there if you want to mount it that way, and then you've got yourself some kind of a shield cannon thing hanging off the back of the truck. You know me, I'm not a fan of weapons hanging off vehicles, so I just assume just leave it off to the side. But there you go. It's really nice. This is the new the Western Star model truck that they're going to be using for the new movie, and it's really nicely detailed. You can see the chrome on there. It's real nice. They got, you know, it's a really nice use of chrome in all the right places. You know, the grill up here on the vents, the tanks. It looks really, really nice. The smokestacks are also all chromed out. Now this is just silver paint, but still looks very good. I don't know if they use silver paint on there. I don't know why they didn't just use silver paint on the wheels. That's kind of weird, but detailing wise, it's a very, very nice looking truck. Now for transformation is relatively simple. It's about 20 steps, give or take. The instructions say it's 20 steps, but there are some steps that are very redundant. For example, like here, the top part of the truck, which is actually the first part of the transformation, this goes up, and then you're going to split it. You know, they count that as 2 steps, which, whatever, that's just 1 step if you ask me. But anyway, take the top of the truck, then just pull that up, just like so. And then you're going to take the 2 sides of the trucks here, and you're going to pull these open. And these are on double hinges. If you watch right here, these come down right above the tank, and then they're also going to hinge right below the tank. They're going to hinge out just as well. They're going to reveal the arms sitting on the inside of the truck there. So again, hinge 1, hinge 2. There you go. The back wheels here, this whole piece with the back wheels and the tanks and everything, this is all clipped right here on the front on both sides. So just unclip those, and the whole thing's going to go all the way back and clip in place just like that. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. So the whole thing just came back, it clipped right in place. The back wheels here, these can actually come down a little bit. There you go. And they just squeeze down some so you don't have a whole bunch of kibble showing up over the head. Just leave these panels open for now, just to keep them out of the way. Go ahead and bring the whole front of the truck down. Take the shoulders here. The shoulders are right under this chest piece here. Just go ahead and straighten out the arms and push the shoulders all the way back, and just kind of straighten out the arms just like so. I apologize if I sound a little sniffly. Like I said, I'm still in the process of recovery from my nose and throat surgery, and I've been very sniffly here in the last couple of days. So I'm trying to keep it under control, but sometimes I forget that I'm on camera, and I do it anyway. So now right here on the legs, this is really, really neat. This transformation on these legs reminds me of the Masterpiece Grimlock transformation. If you're familiar with Masterpiece Grimlock, you know how it's got some panels that open up and turn, and it just really, really interesting engineering that they had on the legs. This reminds me a lot of that. What you're going to do here is just split the legs in the middle, just like so. Take the front of the grill, pop this guy up, and then turn it around and just put it right on top of the hood, just like so. Then you're gonna take, I'm gonna split these just for the purposes of the video, just so you could try and get it on camera here. This whole piece is gonna spin around just like so. And I don't know if you saw that or not, but as it was spinning, this piece is spring loaded. This was in like that, and then that popped out just to fill that gap in, which I think is really cool. And then same thing over here. Spin this guy around just like so. Bring it all the way down. I'm going to bring the legs back together again, and go ahead and just spin the whole thing from around the way at the waist. Take the wheel wells right here. These are going to rotate forward, just like so, and then come down to the bottom and pull the feet out. And that is pretty much it for the legs. That leg transformation is really, really interesting. I really like what they did there. Right here at the waist, take the waist piece, bring that down. I'm going to put the arms up, just get them out of the way. These flaps that we had earlier, these are going to come down at the tanks. If you look, actually, before I do that, let me bring it here. If you look right here on the whole side of the truck, you can see there's a split there. This is actually tabbed in, so go ahead and untab that. I don't know if you saw that. That was tabbed in right there, so go ahead and untab those. Untab it here as well. Now, these guys are going to fold in, just like that. If you can see the whole tank, it folds in. And then bring the flaps to the front, and that is going to create that hip armor that he has. And we're pretty much getting there. We're pretty much almost there. Bring the arms down, and I am going to move the camera up because I really, really, really love this last part of the transformation. Once again, this top panel here where we first started our transformation, you split that in half, and these are on double hinges, so you can bring these guys around and bring it down over his shoulders. So that's going to be his shoulder armor. And then the very last part of the transformation is we're going to take the chest piece here, we're going to push it down, and when we do that, epic head reveal. And there is Age of Extinction, Leader Class, Optimus Prime in robot mode. And I really, really enjoy what they've done here. I think this is a really, really cool looking figure. Here in robot mode, he's approximately 9 inches tall. As far as articulation goes, he's got he's got a ball jointed neck. It's on this up and down piece. Now this thing's not going to stay down as long as the chest is down. See, it just keeps bouncing right back up again. So, but it's got that ball joint right there on the neck. So he's got a good range of motion on the neck. The shoulders are a bit of a point of contention with me. See, for transformation purposes, the shoulders are going to go back like this, but they don't really clip in place. So as you're moving them around, moving the arms or whatever, the shoulders have a tendency to move forward on me, and I'm not a real fan of that. That plus they're ratcheted. And the ratchet, the teeth on the ratchet bits are a little thick or wide, so you can go from here, and then the next click over, your arms are way out there, and there's no in between. I would really have liked it if there was somewhere right in there, but there isn't. See, his arms are right at his side, and I would really like to be able to bring his arms up to maybe about that angle to give him some dynamic poses, and he really doesn't. But he's also got a rotation right above the elbow. He's got a good 90 at the elbow. The fists do not rotate, but he does have an articulated thumb. You saw, because of transformation, he does have an articulated waist. However, you're not going to get a whole lot of motion out of that because of the panels, all this armor that he's got on him now. The hips here are on the universal joint, so you can go forward, backward, you can go in and out. But then again, you're going to be limited because of the panels. Same thing with the knee. You got a good range of motion on the knee, but you've got this stuff in the back here, so that's going to get in the way of your knees. And then finally, you've got your toe. You got a little bit of side to side on the toe, a little bit of a tilt. So he's got okay articulation. It's not terrible. It's not the best articulation out there, but it's okay. It's good. It's a little limited. Because of the armor, I would say, and then of course, the one in the shoulder this really seems to be bugging me a lot. Is just these clicks here on the shoulder. I can't, it just bugs me that I can't get him in, somewhere in between that in and out where he's got them. That's a bit of a shame. So, one thing that I did forget to show during the transformation is back here, where the sword was sheathed earlier. This actually pops up and angles. It's on a double hinge there and there, so you can bring it all the way up and it's going to clip into place. And then you can go ahead and sheath the sword back on again, and it serves an actual sheath purpose. That's pretty cool. He's actually holding his sword at an angle as he would if he was carrying it on his back. I think that's a really, really cool, really neat touch right there. But we'll go ahead and take his sword out, and we'll get him posed with his weapons. Again, the thumbs are articulated, so you can pop the thumbs open and put the weapons in, and he holds them pretty well. And then for the shield, you can do either. You can hold it on his fist as if he was holding a weapon, just like that, or you can pop it on the side of the arm here, as he would if he was actually holding a shield properly. And there you go. There is Leader Class Optimus Prime in robot mode. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with it. I haven't had a chance to play with the first edition one yet. I know he's a bit of a shell former. And also a lot bigger than this guy is. But from what I've seen so far, this looks like it's the better of all the new style Prime molds. This seems to be the better one that we've gotten so far. It's not a marvel of engineering like the figures that we got, say, in Revenge of the Fallen, or even the Evasion Mode Prime that we got for this line. You know, it's not an engineer marvel like those guys are, but it's not terrible. You know, these guys are a little simpler because kids need to be able to play with them, and I understand that. And I really like what I've got here. So, you know, I've got a couple of issues maybe with the shoulder articulation, but other than that, I don't have a problem with it. I really like it. You know, I like all my primes anyway, so I'm a prime fanboy anyway, so I'm going to like my primes. And in fact, as you can see, I've actually, even with the shortcoming of the shoulder articulation, I've actually managed to give him a pretty good dynamic pose, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, if there was one thing that I could change on this guy, it would be right here, these tanks, this part of the kibble that's hanging down from here. And honestly, I don't know how you could do that with the, you know, you've got those flaps that are the side armor hanging from there, but I really wish there was a way to maybe put a hinge right here and have these tanks flip up just so they would be out of the way and wouldn't be, yeah, they would still be kibbled, they'd still be backpacked, they'd still be on his back, and they'd still be showing, but I think it would be better if they were up here rather than down here. That way you can move the legs around, and I don't think if they were up, I don't know if maybe hinge them or maybe slide them, I don't know, something like that to cover up the wheels and bring these tanks up further. I think that would probably make it a little more dynamic figure. But other than that, like I said, I'm liking this figure. I've literally had this figure for an hour at the time of this recording. So, you know, I'm still kind of fiddly with it, and I'm still kind of learning all the little ins and outs and all the clips here and clip there or whatever. But I'm excited with it. I love my figure. I love my Optimus Primes, and this is no exception. I really like this figure. So, I think that about covers Transformers 4 Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. Please leave me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.